that? Ugh. Okay. I don't know why it keeps doing that with the stars. I don't want people to... I don't know why it's doing that. Why it keeps making me try to do stars. I don't want stars. Don't click on the stars. That'll make you send money. So just ignore that. I know it says stars. No commenting. Oh, I have to change over to me, to the gray barn. That would help. All right. For those who might be on already, ignore the stars. Hey, Carrie. $5:30. Everything goes to Carrie if she wants it. I'll wait till a few more people get on. Hope everybody had a pleasant weekend. I know there's something about stars. Just ignore those. It just was doing, it wouldn't let me get past them. So... we're up to 5. Wait till we get a couple more people on. I know with the longer light out, it gets a little bit slower people coming. Yeah, on the jot form. It's to send money, but I really don't want you guys sending money. I just want you to buy my vendor stuff. That's what we have that for. That's why we have these sales. Hey, Barbara. All right, well, I'm up to 9, so we're going to get started. Just a reminder, this weekend is, we lose an hour of sleep. Spring ahead. So don't forget to turn your clocks ahead this Saturday night, although the majority of your clocks, I'm sure, turn on their own since everything, except probably your car. But hey, Larry, so we have that this weekend. And the oil smell is pretty much gone. We did a really pretty good job about it. It's much better in here. A few things were lost. Our vendors are very good about it. Hello, Ms. Pock. And, I mean, we have pictures, because some people can't even tell. They come in, you wouldn't have even known it happened. Don did a great job. Hey, Linda, getting everything pretty much out of the 2 booths that were mostly affected, and we took out a carpet. So we're back to semi-normal on that. So no spud. Hey, Kathy. All right, so like I said, for some reason the stars came up as a thing on here tonight. I don't want you guys clicking on the stars. You don't have to send us money that way. It's more for the people who do like the crafting videos and stuff, so that you can help assist them with to help pay for all their supplies and the free information that they're basically giving you out there. That's to help them. We just want you to buy our vendor stuff, and that helps us as a whole. Hey, Maureen. So I'm going to start with, I almost forgot to grab this. When I was walking around the other day, I saw this. I'm going to come around because it's a tiny, and it is just $6.30. It is from our vendor, Belmont Farmhouse, and it's a small Lenox vase. I just thought it was so pretty. It kind of actually looks like Wedgwood to me. It's nice, tiny, as you can see. And it's got like the embossing. It's like that enamel paint kind of. And this is the older. It's called Autumn. It is a little tiny Lenox. So, made in USA. So that is definitely the older. And when I say this guy's short, it is about 3.5 inches. And it's just such a dainty little vase. I love smalls because you always have room for more smalls. If you checked our Facebook or Instagram today, you'll see a really cool cubby that was brought in by Burning Sensation Antiques. You can leave it, I have the measurements and everything on the page. You can leave it like that or turn it sideways. But that thing will hold so many smalls for you. Very cute. I grabbed these. They're relatively newer, but they have the vintage style. They're just a pair of blue and white larger salt and peppers for $3 for the pair, and they've not been used. They have the original little stoppers in the bottom. I know blue and white never seems to go out of style, so we have those cute little ceramic unmarked salt and peppers for you there. Again, if you want to buy anything, you have to, during the live, you comment sold and which item. If you're just joining us, yes, we do ship. We can send you a PayPal invoice, and you can pay over the phone. You can pay through the PayPal invoice, or you can call us up with your credit card, and we pop it into our machine, which is hardwired Hello, Jackie. We don't want your credit card information. We pop it right in there. I grabbed this little Fenton Hobnail Cobalt turquoise glass shoe. This is the cat. It has like this little cat head on there, and this came in a whole bunch of different colors. And this one is from Redeemable for $11.20, and this is a pretty blue. Cobalt is more of like a navy. This is like got a turquoise tinge to it, and that is the glass. It's in the glass. That's not flash. It's not going to wash off. So from our vendor on Second Thought, who tends to she does all the beautiful furniture and that. We have more contemporary pieces often from her booth, and I found this, which I thought was a nice deal. It is a wall sconce for $12.80, and you can see the glass insert does come out, and it has the ability to hang there. It's like a brushed bronze finish on the metal portion, and then the glass insert just sits right there, and that's just $12.80. Gold shoe. Oh, sold shoe. Sorry, my eyes are not the best to aerate. So I have the shoe for Jackie. The sconce is still available at $12.80. So it's just as easy as that, folks. Just say sold and what the item is. And since you're on here on our Facebook Live, I know you do follow us then on Facebook and Instagram. Be sure you do mark it that you follow us and you get the alerts, because I do post stuff throughout the day, so you're not missing any of those items as well. And I did do a video last night of picking wildflowers and the Hip Chicks booth. So you can purchase from those as well. Now this is from On Second Thought as well. This is older. This is made in Taiwan. It's a nice wood console bowl glass. This one's just $14.40. She had one of these in the past that came with the fruit, and I did have a couple people that just wanted to buy the compote and not with the fruit. So now this time we actually sold that complete set. Now we have just the bowl, and these you can leave the wood as is, or a lot of people like to paint these and distress them and just make them farmhouse chic. Just simply adorable on your table. Nice little piece, and they're super easy to refinish and paint. Hiding inside that. Oh, you guys can't see all the stuff that's over there. Hey, Missy, Dina. Now this is just a cute little resin. It's not super old, but it has a vintage style. Little bunnies for $3.20, and they're all hanging around. It's like a little tea light holder that I would not put. I'd put an electric one in there. I would not put a real candle in there. And they've got 3 bunnies that are just kind of hanging around on that little guy there. Very cute. We got place. You know how bunnies are, they multiply. So we've got a lot of bunnies in here. I grabbed this from our vendor, Auntie's Attic. It's a nice 8.5-inch tall, 1-liter copper scuttle pitcher. It's copper and with the brass handle. And this is $17.60. And I had a couple of people, and I had it up on the counter looking at it before the live tonight. So there is some, it looks like they used it as a planter. There is some like of that, you know, a little bit of water staining inside, or is that the solder? No, that's the solder. So there's no, yeah, so you can see where the solder marks are here and here, where they attach the 3 pieces, and then you have the attached handle. And that's just $17.60. If you are watching this and we're no longer live, I need you to direct message me at that point and tell me which items you want, because anything that doesn't sell during this, you're more than welcome to purchase during the replay, which I also pop up on YouTube for our people who do not do Facebook, and this way they can watch it on there as well. I grabbed this from our vendor Redeemable as well. It's a round mirror with bronze colored frame, roses, easel back, 9 inches round. This is a nice heavy resin, and it has the easel stand, and this is also $17.60. Do you see that? And again, if you don't like the color, you can just dry brush some white on there if you want to make it pop. You can even do a little hand painting of the flowers. You can change these things up. Don't be afraid to use paint. Paint is your friends. If something is, you just say, oh, that's not the right color. Don't let colors dissuade you from a good deal and finding the exact item that you want. I grabbed this. We're coming up on Easter, and I thought that this one, since it's got the roosters, I thought this was cute. It's made in Italy, and it's $11.20 for this nice big ceramic deviled eggs dish with the center. You can put something in or just leave it, because it's a really cute hand-painted little piece there. And it's just got such kitschy colors. It's just a really great little vintage piece. And this we can ship. It'd probably be the only thing in the box, but that we could absolutely ship. And when I say we, I mean Don, because he does the shipping. I do all the social media. Don's the shipper, and he does very well with that. I grabbed this from our vendor, Belmont Farmhouse. I'm not quite sure of the age. I don't see any markings. It's 630. It's a blue and white enameled speckle. There is some enamel missing here, but the bowl of the is in pretty good shape. And it's more decorative than anything. And that one's just 630 for the nice little enamelware ladle. It has that little lip on the back to hang it up. Thought this was great for the spring. Beautiful vintage ice lip pitcher with these. It's got like these aquas and this lime green and down to a turquoise. And this one's just $11.20, and that is from our vendor Jazzy Junk as well. All right, I got the box for the ladle. I just thought that was so pretty for the holidays, for the spring. I think we're all in spring, except March is roaring in like a lion for sure. You careful, you get blown away out there. Funny, the two things that have sold are both blue, so everybody's in a blue mood tonight. I grabbed this from our vendor, the pitcher. You got it, Jennifer. Yeah, it's really pretty colors on that one. Again, that's got blue in it, so we're starting a blue pile over here. All right. I grabbed some fun wood pieces. This is I don't know if you'd actually use it. I don't think there's no glass lining in it. There's a wood-turned wooden bottle. It's just a fun primitive piece. It's just $6.40 from Vintage Crush. And again, this one would be really cute, as you could paint it and do some transfers or something else on it and give it that really, make it yours, make it fit your decor, paint it any color. It's just really cute and distress that. That would be a really darling little piece right there to do that with. And at $6.40, it's a fun piece to play with. Now I grabbed this from Primitive Vintage Wood Masher, $6.40. So it's just a flat bottom, but it's just, you got it, Miss Jenkins. And if anybody can do anything with it, is this young lady here. Yeah, that's a fun piece there. So I have this fun primitive masher. If you're watching this afterwards, it's Vintage Crush, and it's $6.40, because I do get a lot of things like this claimed afterwards. Oop, too late. I had the box for that, so you know who you are if you're watching this after that is gone. Because one of my regulars is working during these now, so you all are going to actually have chances now on a lot of these primitive pieces, because she's not able to get on until after work, and she's watching the replay. So, and we just got these back in. I have these in my ephemera and in the booth, a couple of my booths. I love using these. They are put together by our vendor, Burning Sensation Antiques. They're the tin cigar boxes, and then they have these handles attached on them. And they're rusty, they're fun, they're just really great pieces. I've got 3 of them, they're just $4 each. And like I said, I have them in my booth, and everybody keeps trying to buy them for me. They hold my postcards and other ephemera, and they're just $4 each. Let me know if you want one or you want all. They're just really, I love these little handles on them, and they stack so nice. You can stack them like this and put stuff in. They're just really fun, and they are just $4 each. Like I said, we've had these in before from our vendor, and we sold out of them before. So now's your chance when we got a fresh stock of those in to grab them. I've only got 3. I have this really cool tin scoop. It is $12. You can see where it's been soldered. So this has been put together. It's not going to go anywhere. It's a nice primitive piece. It does have the little hook here to hang it. So I would not recommend using it for food, but it's great for your driveway salts, your grass seed, whatever. If you need a scoop, this is a nice fun one, and it's just a great decorative piece as well. And I know scoops are always a popular thing to decorate with. Now this one, I guess we could take it apart and ship it if we had to. I grabbed this because the price is right on this. It's 2-tiered milk glass tidbit server for just $12. It is milk glass, and it has these these little grapes embossed along on the edges. And it's just $12. This is a gorgeous serving piece. And just look how nice that is. And you can tighten it. These do tighten up, as well as come apart if we had to ship it. But yeah, it's a real nice one for just $12. It does have good weight to it because this is milk glass. It's not ceramic, it's milk glass. Very cute, very pretty piece. I'm just trying to see if I can read any signature on this or anything. So I have this nice tiny framed Jesus and Lamb's lithograph. I'm going to say it's the 1920s, 30s, and it's $12. Let's see how that looks on there. I got the light hitting it. And it's framed. It's got a really cute old frame. It looks to be the original frame. It's all set to hang, and that is just $12. A great little, nice piece little art lithograph there. There's even like a goldish halo around Jesus up there. So very cool. Very nice piece. And I just thought with Easter coming, that would be a nice one to put out as well. And it's small enough. Now I have a really cute vintage Holly Hobby and Friend egg for just $3.50. I'm sure you remember these. It has the label on the bottom still. This is a 1973. I used to get my mother all these Holly Hobby eggs, the vases and all that, and I had the Holly Hobby t-shirts and pocketbook. And it says, to the house of a friend, the way is never long. And that's just $3.50 for the Holly Hobby egg. Let's make sure I got everything off the floor and from over there. I did good. And I got this corner. So now we're going onto the shelves. Now, I don't know if any of you watch any YouTube, if you watch any of the Crazy Lamp Lady or any of those other people that are always thrifting. I always see them gravitating towards items like this, and then they pick them up for about what you would pay here, and then they're flipping them for a crazy amount. This vase to me was very interesting. There's no maker's mark. It's ceramic with like this enamel finish and then these metal pieces applied to it. And it's $17.50. It's from Belmont Farmhouse. I just want to come around so I can get a better close-up of it. It's very unusual, the finish on it and everything. You know what? I think I got to turn this light. I thought it was much lighter outside than it is. There we go. Get a little more light up here. So, like I said, it's like ceramic, but then it has this really thick enamel. And then this is metal of some kind. And along the rim. So, it's just very unusual. And that's just $17.50. And that's Belmont Farmhouse. If you come in, I do have people that'll come in and say, I want to see it up close. Can you show me where this is? If you can just tell me Belmont Farmhouse, the vase, the blue. So try to give me as much information so I can actually find it, because coming in and saying the vase is going to have me running around in circles. Now this is what they call a hobbyist piece. This is where Joyce in 1983, they went to their ceramics class, and then they painted and they put these in the little kilns and glazed this. This is a little bunny, and he's just $6.30. He's got a fantastic finish on him, and he was made by Joyce, painted by Joyce. Just a cute little bunny, and he's just $6.30. From Andover Junction, I grabbed this. It's no maker's mark, but it does say Grain Tassel MT6 on the back. So you have the tassels. It's a tiny trivet, and this one is $6.40. Little cast iron. You see it's a tiny one for your little iron or just a little tiny pot, and that is just $6.40 for the grain tassel. Those come and go in waves. That's one of the things, the trivets, they're hot one moment and then we can barely give them away. This thing has some weight to it. This is a vintage heavy metal flower frog for $8.40 from the Hip Chick. Doesn't have a maker's mark. It is got some weight to it. It is the spiky rusty ones in there. And I just thought that was really neat. You can use it for as a flower frog, or a lot of people use them to display things in them. So that one is just $8.40 for the very unusual and heavy flower frog. Now this guy does have a tiny chip. I got Carrie for the flower frog. Yeah, that's a very unusual one. People like to put little pictures and stuff in them. All right, I'm going to come around because I want to show you the tiny chip on this guy. This is Lefton, okay, 1972 Lefton. It is the little chicks with the 2 egg holders on the side for $8, and this is Lefton. People do love their Lefton. And I'm just going to come around and show you the chip. I had to feel for it because I could not see it. It's right here. Like I said, I had to feel for it because this, you got it, Miss Kathy. It is a sweet one. You're going to like that one. Like I said, you really have to, I'm like, it says chip, and I had to like run my fingers along and found it. And this is the kind of stuff, the Lefton and stuff, that we have a lot of the Instagram and YouTube sellers come in and they grab a lot of the vintage Lefton stuff up. So, I'd like to get it to you guys before it gets marked up a little bit. I grabbed this. This appears to be flash. It's got a high iridescence, a little carnival glass bowl from Betty's Treasures, and it's a great motif. Is $9.60. It's an unusual shape. It's got a very pretty color to it. It's just highly iridescent. This is lighter in the center here, the coloring. Maker's mark? No, it's just the way that the grapevines swirl. It's a cute little bowl. All right. I have another little vintage egg cup. He's got a little bit of wear to his paint. He is $4. He's 2 1/4 inches tall. He's made in Japan. He's vintage, made in Japan. And there's just a single chick. He does have a tiny chip here on his base. And originally, he was 2 for $1/4. So that tells you how long ago this guy was. He was like probably a little Woolworth special. So our little tiny egg holder. I got the pox for the single guy here. Very cute. Okay. How many are in here? Ah! What the heck? Oh, okay. Well, that's different. I don't know how his head goes back. Oh, I see. Sorry, I opened this up and a duck with this loosey-goosey head came out. I guess you kind of can pull him tighter again, but he was living inside this wood egg. Like I said, his head needs to be glued back on. There's a baby wooden chick inside. It's $5 firm. You can hear him in there. And like I said, you'll either have to, if you can get little tweezers, pull his string through for his head and glue that back on so it doesn't keep popping off. And that's $5. It's a very unusual little wooden egg. See the mark on this. This is newer. I have an Enchanted Garden 6-inch tall Belique Ireland vase, and this is from Auntie's Attic, and it is 8 inches tall. Is $20. So it has these pretty little pansies on the front and a couple little buds on the back, and this pretty bow on it. So I'm going to come around just so you can see the mark for the people who do collect Belique. I know that there are ways to date them and age them. I know the green ones tend to be older. This is a blue, and with that sticker on there, we know it's a little bit newer. So it does say Belique Ireland. So it was made in Ireland. And a lot of this stuff has been outsourced. When we were there, a lot of the Terra crystal was being outsourced to Czechoslovakia and places. I have a silver-plated tomato serving spoon by Onita, and it's the Rosalie pattern for $12 from Pickin' Wildflowers. I did clean off much of the tarnish. It still could use a little deeper polishing on it. So, and that's $12 for the tomato strainer. So when you have your guests over, they can strain their tomatoes. We don't have the matching fork that goes with that. I have a cute Easter plate milk glass. It's like debossed. It tilts in the 3D like, and that is $11.20. Has the little shamrocks down here, and that is from our vendor, Betty's Treasures. The stand does not come with it. It's not included. And you can see the little bunny on there. Yeah. I grabbed this cute little made in Japan. He has the oval paper label on the bottom. Cute little bunny rabbit, and he is from Jazzy Junk, and he is $10. It's not a left-in, but he's made in the style of. He does have a tiny rough spot on the tip of his ears. It's not a chip. It's just, you know, mass-produced, so you will find little manufacturing flaws, but he doesn't have any breaks or chips, and he is just $10 for the tan made in Japan vintage bunny rabbit. Crack in it. That's just the way it's made. There's like a slight tight crack, but I think that's how this was made. This is from Catherine from CJ's Finds. She is leaving us this month, so her stuff is half price. So this has the copper wire. It's Tree of Life for $5 with the little stones on it. She had a lot of quartz and such up there. She specialized in that, so that's just $5. I know this has been up before, but now it is half price. It's like a solid amber blob, also from CJ's Finds, and he is just now $7.50. So, and that's got, it's not super heavy, but it is solid. I don't see any maker's marks on it. So it's a cute little amber swan paperweight for just $7.50. There's no marks on this. It's a tiny little Statue of Liberty in like a bronze finish. That is from Good to Go, and that's just $4.80 for Lady Liberty. I have the Sold the Duck. Bunny? I have a bunny. I'm not sure which duck you're referring to. I sold both. Oh, the swan. The swan. I got it. Okay. Takes me a few seconds to get things. All right. So it's the swan. Okay. Thank you. And my short-term memory just goes out the door if I... We could say the ugly duckling turned into a beautiful amber swan. All right. Alrighty, so we have Statue of Liberty for $4.80, no maker's mark. I don't know why he just cracks me up. It looks like, well, I'll let you think about what he's doing. He's $11.20 for the, he's got rust on the corkscrew. It's an old doggy corkscrew from Good to Go. He's lost a lot of his paint. I don't know what he's made of. He's like some kind of thick plasticky material, and it's just an old little corkscrew, which I thought was adorable. But when you look at his little face and the way his tail is, he just looks like he's, you know, we know what he's doing there with that little face. And he's just $11.20, and that is from Good to Go. So made in China. It's in this nice old box. I just thought this was so cool. I'm going to come around. So you have this little box for $4. There's a little Asian comb in here. Made in China. I don't know. It's like some kind of like bamboo-y kind of thing. So that's the back of it. And then this is the front. It's so dainty. And it comes with this little box. And it's just $4. I just thought that was really different and interesting. And you know me, I love things that come in boxes like this because you can gift them. Unusual gifts for people. Now these are marked Baldwin. It's a pair of brass. They feel like they're weighted. And the pair of them are a price that I can't do in my head. Demerit. Okay. From Pickin' Wildflowers. $16.80 for the pair of but she did have the height on these. They are 5 inches tall, and it's the pair of brass Baldwin candle holders for $16.80. Brass seems to be one of those things that never goes out of style. The blue and white, the ironstone, there's certain things that we sell all the time, the copper. I found the one that Nick marked down from 9 to 7, so it's $5.60 for a vintage ball mason jar. It's a smaller one. It does have the zinc lid with the porcelain inside of it, and that's just $5.60 for the jar. You can never have too many of these. You can fill them up with lots of littles or just leave them as is. That is a good deal on that one with the lid. Ooh, that fits right there. Okay, try not to knock things down. All right, I grabbed this out of Lazy Q Ranch. Nice old dovetailed, and it's got a coffee grinder for $20. And you can see there's like a, woo, I don't want the drawer to fall out. There's a crack here. It does not go all the way through to the other side. And you can see it has like the dovetail marking. So and it looks like it probably would actually still work if you wanted to use this one. So it's a nice one. It's got the drawer comes in and out easily. So if you're looking to decorate with antiques, it's always one of the standards to have in your collection. So that's $20 for the old coffee grinder. We're getting near the end here. I did tuck things inside of things. Also from CJ's Find, marked Pakistan, a little brass etched leaf for $5. Has a little bit of red tint in it. So it's a little thin, just kind of sits like that. And that is brass for just $5. I grabbed this from Pickin' Wildflowers as well, a 6-inch tall milk glass ruffled edge compote for $9.60 with the hobnail sides. Pretty size, perfect for the spring. That's mine. All right. Now, also from Lazy Q Ranch, I grabbed this. It is just $5.60 for the brass and copper colored canister. Comes off nice and easy. It's nice and clean inside. $9.60. $5.60. Sorry about that. So brass and copper, nice and clean, no maker's marks. It's a good size, and that is from Lazy Q Ranch. And then the last item of the night is, it's a Victorian sterling silver lid, which is what explains all the dents, because your sterling is going to be a little more soft and pliable. You can feel how soft that is. It is monogrammed in the center. Looks like an S. The jar itself is in excellent condition. The glass jar, you can see it's crystal, and that's $21, and it does catch the colors. It's just a lovely antique. Like I said, there is some denting, but that is Victorian period. You're talking over 120 years old, and that's $21 for this gorgeous crystal and sterling lidded little trinket powder jar. I have Kim Walter for the brass and copper canister. Put that right there. All right. And I have Miss Graham for the little carnival glass bowl to go with her shoe. Don will be able to ship that, get that packed up for you tomorrow, and we can get you that shipping information out tomorrow morning at some point. So you have a shoe and a bowl for Miss Jackie. All right. All right. If there's anything anybody wants brought back up, now's the time to let me know. Do not forget this weekend, clock's ahead 1 hour, so we lose that 1 hour of sleep. So that stinks. But anyway, we'll have an hour extra light, and I won't have to turn on the overhead light over here again. So I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you, everybody, for joining me again. Have a wonderful week. I will see you here next Wednesday night. In the interim, in between, don't forget to check our Instagram and Facebook, where I'll keep posting items, as well as our YouTube channel. You got it, Miss. Where did I put Jesus? I have to find Jesus. I have found him. Okay. All right. So, sorry, I know with the glare it's kind of hard to see. With the, you can see it's still sunny outside. I'm getting that. I'm trying to block the reflection here. You can see it's got some age to it. That's original. Yeah, I knew that was coming. So, just hoping. Oh, that's a good angle. Kind of take care of the lighting. Like I said, there is a little gold band here that you might not be able to see so well on the camera, but that is on there. And then the scoop. Okay, I'll put that aside for you, Laura. We have that picture. The scoop is $12. Yeah, it's a very nice picture. I love when you can buy a picture and you don't have to reframe it or glue anything. You just hang it up just as is. That one you can do, fortunately. She got you, Don. All right, so the scoop was 12. Let me know if there's anything else that anybody wants to see again. Otherwise, I am going to wrap up. And like I said, I will be, I will be posting regularly again as usual. So make sure you're checking our Facebook, Instagram, whichever way is easiest for you. Remember to direct message me, please. I have people commenting still, and especially on days when we're closed, when you're commenting, they get lost. The comments get lost. I'm not seeing them all the time. I need you to direct message me, please. And it's so much easier for me to go in on the direct messages, and there's your name, and it's got everything that you wanted me to pull aside or find information for you. It's just so much easier. Please direct message me. Please do not comment on the images. Only time I want to see comments is during the live. Otherwise, direct message so it doesn't get lost. And don't forget to check out our YouTube channel. If you have not done already, please subscribe to it, and that'll alert you to new content. So I will send text in a moment. Alrighty then, that'll do it. Again, if you're watching this after 6:07 tonight, I need you to direct message us. This is no longer live. Thank you, and good night, everybody.